Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ramadanti Wahyuni. I'm from class 6D. Now I want to continue explain about the uh, language interference in children's speech development. Okay. Uh, the problem was about the language, the disorders in the speech development of the children. The language disorders on the speech development of children were one of the types of, communication disorders that indicate the children who experience the disorders speech to use my symbols in language. And then the language disorders on speech development of the children was happen because there was disorders on nervous system or abnormalities and related organ that related to the process to use language on the children speech which occur due to injury or trauma when they were in parental, natal, and postnatal. Next, in this slide, talking about the development, talking at the start in the children, namely mumbling and then membeo. In era modernization like today, we are faced with many cases about the language disorders, of them distraction talk, various disturbance that appear usually occur at the least than 5 years. So next slide. Language development stage on the child. Language development is divided into two major periods, namely period pralinguistic from 0 until 5 years, and then linguistic from 1 until 5 years. The linguistic period begins the desire of the child to say the word the first. According to Fatmawati, stadia early development of the speech in the children divided into three stages, namely stage naming or single word pace, and then the second telegraphic stage or more than one word pace, and then the last transformation stage and morphemic or different pace. Next slide. Influencing factor children language development. So there are factors. The first, cognition. This is like one process of obtaining knowledge, and then the second, communication patterns in the family, and then the third, position of the birth order, and the last, bilingual or used to language. Next, the lies and distraction in the children's speech development. The level of development of a person's speech, the child is below the quality level. Speech development generally now from the from the correct use of the vocabulary to word of the child when together first conversation all the talk. And the next, talking about the cause of language disorders. Abnormalities or disorders language is one type of the disorders in communication by indicate someone has internal disturbance symbols process. According to the quote Effendi Nur Hidayati, there are several causes of distraction or delay talk. The first, medical factor, and then physical factor, and then environment condition. Next slides, from of language disorders. So according to Tarmia, they are from language disorders include the tardiness in language development and apsia. So the first we can talk about the delay in development language. It's a form of language disorders made by client failures in raising the development stage. The language is according to development language of normal children his age. Slowness language development in between due to mental delay, intellectual, deaf, cognition, cognital apsia, mutism, and minimal dysfunction of the brain, and then learning difficulties. And the next, apsia. Apsia is one of apsia is one of disorders language caused by extends damage to language center in the correct cerebri. When assessed clinically for apsia can be divided into several kinds, like apsia sensoria, motor apsia, apsia conductive, and amnesic apsia. So the last, hiding in disturbance peaks. So in this case, we can uh, we can make a client to do the therapy, speech therapy. Then I think that's all my explanation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.